Good morning. This devotion is for January 12th. We're still in a devotional series on the book of Jonah. And the title for today's devotion, Don't Know What to Do Next? Question mark. Pray! Exclamation point. The verse for today's devotion is Jonah chapter 2, verse 2. Jonah said, "In my distress I called to the Lord, and he answered me. From the depths of the grave I called for help, and you listened to my cry." It is vitally important that we as God's people, and I'll say we're all God's people, and then there are God's people who are believers. When we get ourselves in a bind, when we are in trouble, we need to pray. Who else are we going to turn to? What else will we turn to in that moment of need? You see, we almost have to turn to something greater than ourselves because most likely we're part of the problem and the reason why we're praying. We can't turn to the world for the answers because the world itself might be part of the problem that I'm facing. Ultimately, when we hit those moments, when we just don't know what to do, those are the moments that God seems to so vividly work the best. And understand, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you feel like you're worthy to pray or that maybe your past or whatever makes you disqualified. Listen, Jonah is praying out of his disobedience. He's drowning in the sea because of his disobedience. But when you've got nowhere else to turn, cry out to him. And the most amazing thing is that you find a Father who hears and inclines his ear and listens to us. And more than that, he responds. Our verse tells us that the Lord heard his cries. The Lord provided that great fish to engulf him and swallow him up and protect him for 3 days. God answers prayers. Hence, we should be praying all the time. We should be taking the situations in our lives and quickly turning them into petitions and prayers, lifting them up to the throne of God and asking for his direction, his discernment, his intervention. When in doubt, pray. I pray that this devotion is a blessing to you. I encourage you to read the devotion that's attached. Have a firmly rooted day.